Hey, I've been playing Teamfight Tactics, or TFT, and today I want to talk about something that happens both in this game and in real life. Something we don't usually notice until it's too late. It's that moment where you're so caught up in what's happening, so focused or frustrated that you lose sight of what's actually important, and you start thinking that everything happening in the game defines who you are. In this video, I'll explain what this means, and we'll go over a quick exercise that can help you see yourself in a new context. By the way, I'm Matthew, a professional counsellor, and I've been teaching these techniques for years. I know they help people, and that's what this channel is all about. So let's queue up for a game. Now, if you've never played this game, here's a really brief explanation. TFT is an auto-battler game developed by Riot Games, and it's a successful spin-off of League of Legends. In this game, 8 opponents build teams of champions with different abilities, whilst positioning them on a chess-like board to battle automatically. You play one opponent at a time, and it turns into a kind of battle of attrition with the last standing player as the winner. Imagine a real chessboard, each side set up with different pieces, but then those pieces move on their own predefined paths. This game is kind of like that, and in TFT you get different champions, boards, items, augments, all based on luck and statistics. But because of the randomness of what's offered to you when you're playing, your board might look different each time you play. Sometimes you're playing team compositions that you don't even want to because that's what's being offered to you. And life can be a lot like this too. You don't always get to choose the starting pieces or what shows up along the way or what you lose along the way, but you still have to find a way to play with what you've got. Sometimes, just like in TFT, it's easy to forget that the game being played isn't who you are. In real life, when things don't go the way we hoped, we don't just see it as a bad round, we start believing it says something about us. Maybe you made a mistake on something you're expecting to do perfectly. Well, I'm a stupid idiot, aren't I? Or maybe you feel anxious about a decision and you're thinking, why can't I have it all together like everyone else? We take these passing moments and start treating them like they define who we are. It's like looking at what's happening in TFT and thinking, my champions suck, RNG has failed me, I'm probably going to lose. But that's not how TFT works. Every round the game changes, the luck shifts. Imagine you're playing and you've had bad luck. Your early shops keep your champions at 1 star, your augments don't synergize, your losing streak keeps stacking. You feel frustration, anxiety, maybe even tilt creeping in. In that moment, the state of your game feels like it's defining who you are. There's the you who is completely engrossed in the game. You might notice this you when someone steals that one champion or item from the carousel that you desperately needed, and you feel like it was a personal attack. But there's also another you. It's the you who is sitting at your PC or device that has nothing to do with the game other than you're observing it and adjusting things with it. You're the player observing, adjusting, deciding, and no matter how wild the game gets, you are not the battle that's going on. Let's take an example a lot of gamers have faced, ranking up in competitive mode. You've been grinding maybe for weeks, and every time you lose a promotion match or just points in general, this thought creeps in. I hate this game. I'm wasting my time. I should just uninstall. And over time, those thoughts start to fuse with your identity. You're not just someone who lost a few games. You're starting to feel like you are the failure. The rank isn't just a number anymore. It feels like a measurement of your value as a person. You get stuck trying to win, trying to prove that you're not worthless, whilst the storm of self-judgment rages all around you. But we can learn to take a step back and become something bigger. I'm talking about the board itself. Let's walk through this together step by step. Step 1. Right now, bring to mind a recent moment where you felt like a failure because of your rank. Let the memory load up for a second. The frustration, the disappointment, the self-talk. You might hear your mind saying things like, I'm not good enough. Other players are just better. Why do I even bother? These are thoughts, stories, they're not truth. and noticing them is the first move. Step 2. Now imagine your mind as a TFT board. Each of those thoughts is like a champion you've rolled into your comp. The I'm worthless thought, that's one unit. The anger, another. The anxiety, another. The sadness, maybe that's like a target dummy that's been stuck on your board for ages. The urge to uninstall, that might be your Rageblade Kale just sitting there. Notice how many different units there are. Some units you use to fight off thoughts and feelings you don't want. Some units which repeatedly come up that you wish would stop spawning, and some you wish you never had to face. But here's the thing, you are not any of those units, and you are not the outcome of any of those battles. You are the board itself, the space that holds all of it. Step 3. Right now, you are not fighting with your thoughts or feelings. As the board, you're just noticing. There's my self-doubt again. There's anxiety. There's disappointment. Oh, that's what I use to fight anxiety and sadness and boredom. All these units are present, but they don't define you. You're not your winning or losing streak. You're not your rank. You are the space these things happen inside of. Step 4. Now from this larger perspective, ask yourself, what kind of player do I want to be? Do I want to be a good luck, have fun kind of player? Or do I want to be a toxic player? How do I want to show up in this match regardless of whether I win or lose? And outside of the game, what kind of person do I want to be? Maybe you value learning or persistence or enjoying the process. From this space, you get to make that choice. You can queue again, you can take a break, you can refocus on your goals, but you're no longer making those decisions fused with what's playing out on your board. From your perspective, you're aware and able to let it all just be. Now, without going into the research, this is exactly how professional gamers play too. If you panic and tunnel vision after one bad round, you are toast. But if you zoom out, keep perspective, watch the whole board, you have room to adapt. You make space for whatever shows up, and with this perspective, even a loss is just a moment to learn, but it doesn't define who you truly are. So the next time you notice you're getting pulled into the emotions or thoughts of real life, just remember, be the board. It's not that you don't care what's going on, it's just that whatever is going on doesn't define who you are or who you want to be. If you found this helpful and would like more game-related counselling advice, please feel welcome to connect with me by liking and subscribing. Before I log off, here's something to sit with. If your stats, your rank, your build, if all of that disappeared tomorrow, the part that would still be here is the part of you that keeps showing up, that cares enough to play, that learns and grows. That's you, the player behind the player. And in my opinion, that player will always be a winner. Until next time, good luck and have fun.